Albert Einstein grew up in a middle-class family. When he was born, his family was scared that something was wrong with him. He had very large and misshapen head, but fortunately, within the first few weeks, the shape of his head became normal. But their worries didn't stop there. When he was very young, his parents thought he might be intellectually disabled because he was very slow to learn, to talk, and did not speak until he was 4 years old. At that time, he often formed full sentences in his thoughts, but did not speak. He used to practice the sentences in his head or whisper them softly under his breath until he got them right and then say them aloud. Many people believed Einstein would never succeed at anything. When he was 5 years old, his father showed him a simple pocket compass, and Einstein was fascinated, and that was the beginning of his obsession with science. He also began playing the violin at the age of 6 and continued to play throughout his life at school. Einstein was a good student. Most of his grades were high, and he was near the top of his class, but mainly because of math and science, so his grade depended mostly on his interest and the subject. When Einstein was only 10 years old, he started educating himself by the age of 12. Einstein taught himself geometry, and by the age of 15 he mastered calculus, but he hated the discipline and rigid style of the teachers, so he dropped out of school at the age of 15 and left Germany to avoid military service. His parents were worried that their son became a school dropout with no employable skills and not very promising future for Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein did not quit his education. He applied to the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology and, believe it or not, he failed the entrance exam. Albert Einstein failed an exam well. He wasn't prepared. He excelled at math and physics, but his knowledge and subjects other than that was not good, so he failed the exam and had to take it a second time. And then he was admitted. There, he met his future wife, Mileva Murray. She was the only woman among the 6 students in that section. After finally graduating, he couldn't get a job in academia. For almost a decade, every one of his professors knew that Albert was brilliant, but they were also bothered by his rebellious and disobedient side, so they refused to recommend him for various positions so the academic institutions wouldn't hire him. But Young and Einstein needed money, so he got a job as a clerk in a patent office. The job was mostly mindless and very easy for Albert Einstein, so he liked the job because he had so much free time to study and research while working there, and he developed his most important theories while working his boring job. He developed the theory of relativity and the world's most famous equation. Einstein was nominated for a Nobel Prize but did not receive it until 11 years later. Albert Einstein became the most influential physicist of the 20th century. His research changed the world. He wrote hundreds of books and was also a great philosopher. So there are so many things to be learned. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious, so follow your curiosity. Whatever that is, see where it goes. Never be afraid to question the world around you. And don't be afraid of falling and making mistakes. Along the way, a person who never made a mistakes never tried anything new. Dare to discover and dare to make mistakes. That's what divides successful people from unsuccessful people. Don't be afraid to conquer your fears and don't be afraid to follow your passion. You don't have to be the next Einstein. Just be the best you can. Be so, rise up tomorrow and become a person you'll be proud of the world. It's waiting for you. The world is waiting for this.